There's a place so loved, so good at making cheese, people come from miles around to get a piece of it. And tonight in our Michiana, we are showing you the art of cheese making. I got a tour of some of the world's best. In the heart of Amish country, between Middlebury and Shipshewana, sits this world-famous German cheese house.
I won't pass it up if I'm through the area.
If you've ever been inside, you know why Larry Handschuh's so hooked on this place.
The curds is my favorite, though.
Here at Gukasburg Dutch Case House, they make cheese. Not just any cheese, award-winning cheese.
We have won national and international awards 14 different times.
And my photographer Joe and I were lucky enough to get hairnets. How we doing? Robes?
Almost ready.
Official factory attire to see how it's made. See those crystals we're stepping in? It's all part of the sanitation process. So is the foam we're walking in. First stop, this long table.
We are separating the whey and the curds.
Dick Bilesma showing us the ropes today. He's been working at Gukasburg 23 years. That will eventually be Colby cheese.
We're washing the lactose off with water. Colby cheese is designed to be a real mellow cheese.
Right, because cheese has milk and milk has lactose, and boy, does this place get a lot of milk. Try 600,000 pounds a day, and most comes from local farmers.
Indiana is a rapidly growing dairy state.
Farmers have to bring good milk, though. Before it can even come off the truck, it is tested in a lab at Gukasburg.
We're going to test it for antibiotics. We're going to test it for smell and odor and bacteria.
You would not tolerate any of that?
Zero tolerance. If you have a load that's positive with antibiotics, it goes back to the farmer. He ends up dumping it.
When does that happen?
Not very often anymore. 40 years ago, happened quite frequently.
Back in the factory, our cheese is coming along.
We pump the curds into this machine. There's a screen in the middle. And using vacuum and pressure, we're able to push the cheese curds together, take all the whey off of it, and it spits out a finished Colby horn on the bottom here.
But far from done. Once they're pressed out into these bags, they get sealed, go through a hot water bath to remove all the wrinkles in the packaging, and then they make their way to this room.
As the cheese goes by here, it's going to print a code. You give me a piece of cheese in my cooler, I can tell you the farms the milk came from.
Cheese making at its finest, knowing exactly what's in every piece of cheese that passes through, and safety is top priority in this factory. It all passes through a metal detector. Watch, Dick's keys fell on the belt, the entire operation stops. From here, the cheese gets boxed and taken to the cooler.
You're going to see what $1 million worth of cheese looks like in just a moment.
And there's a science to keeping all that cheese in award-winning shape. It's a labor of love, and people come from miles around.
We have people come in from all 50 states
to get a taste of it.
Definitely a hidden gem.
All right, so Dick says the biggest mistake people make with his cheese is that they take it home and they put it in the fridge and it's too cold. He actually says if you store it below 35 or 34 degrees, you will stop the aging process. So the best temperature for his cheese is to be kept at 38 or 39 degrees, not a degree off. That's actually what temperature they work very hard to keep their coolers.